Hey, my name is Demianos. This is Let the Abyss. Guess what we're talking about today? You know, the thing. The 9/11 everyday in deaths, the hundreds of thousands killed, the leading cause of death in America surpassing heart disease, the loss of employment and housing, and the $1,200 to bail us out for a whole fucking year. Oh yeah, we're still talking about it. America is impressive when it comes to handling COVID-19, impressive at how incredibly incompetent our administration has been handling this pandemic. Impressive numbers. Over 15 million cases, rapidly approaching 300,000 deaths in this country. If you haven't gotten COVID yet, you can basically expect to. Just consider the odds there. 15 of every 300 people you are near statistically have COVID. If you work in retail or service, you're directly interacting with far more people than that in a single day. Do you remember what happened on September 11, 2001? Let me look it up. Oh shit, I totally forgot. Nearly 3,000 people were killed when two passenger planes collided with two fully occupied high-rise towers and toppled them both in one of the most populous metropolitans in the world. So imagine if we shuffled 3,000 Americans into two high-rises and flew our own filled passenger planes into both of them each and every day. Well, the truth isn't so theatrical or quite so intentional, but the equivalent number of people are dying from the same cause every single day. 9/11 in deaths every day. We are supposed to always remember the day we were given an excuse to start bombing brown people for 19 years, but it seems like we're being encouraged to forget and ignore the daily 9/11 surpassing deaths. Those in charge throw up their hands and give up, allowing it to happen to you without intervention. The effects on the economy? Zero mercy. You got your $1,200 9 months ago. That'll cover the job you lost, right? You had an extra unemployment until August. Sure, you've gone months with zero relief, but we'd rather give it to mega corporations. I may think all business is corrupt by design, but small business owners, you're at least far closer to being on my level and like, I feel you. They don't help us. They don't help you. We're in the same boat, drowning. You are abandoned to suffer an economy that will neither fully open nor pause. It will simultaneously lay off millions and force millions more to work in unsafe conditions with lax safety measures. Maskless COVID spreaders may find some resistance here and there, but are mostly allowed by corporations and businesses to go about their visits without even asking them to wear a mask. The excuse of a vague health condition is enough to get by most places that do ask. Masks are mostly not mandated or enforced. We're put on our own to make responsible decisions, and many of us do. I'm impressed when I see a Trump 2020 mask on somebody. I may find your politics idiotic, but you've got some level of maturity at least. Good on you. But regardless of a majority of responsible adults, there is a very dangerous minority of irresponsible children over the age of 18. We cannot allow them to spread. Mask mandates need to happen and be enforced. Businesses should have safety measures enforced. And our economy needs to be outfitted to run during this. Pay people not to work non-essential jobs. Pay essential workers all the same for their frontline work. Pay all the people who have no choice. We don't need to engorge the corporations that are already profiting off this. They're the ones insisting we need this survival paper to survive, so give it to the people who are losing everything without it, not the successful elites. The moratoriums on evictions which still remain are due to expire next year. Homelessness is becoming its own epidemic. Millions are at risk, and nothing is to be done about the parasitic landlords taking away the livelihoods of people who are the victims of a broken system that has abandoned them. COVID is the topic again because there is so much we could be doing to alleviate what would always be a difficult period for everybody, but with no alleviation, it's a total disaster for most people. All while you try not to be one of 15 million or one of 300,000, nor one of the 3,000 every day. Meanwhile, the country continues to be horrible in all the usual ways. Police maximization and brutality continues. War on black and brown people never ends. Corruption runs rampant out loud within politics, etc. The state of the United States can be summed up with this fact. In the House, A defense budget increase bill has been approved bipartisan with 335 in approval and 78 against. They are foaming at the mouth to pass bills for more military spending, even when the president isn't wanting to sign it, enough to override his veto. But when it comes to relief for suffering people from the shambling economy wrought with illness and death, 300 extra unemployment dollars, no stimulus checks. Pelosi really held out for the better deal, huh? No checks. They do not care about you. They do not care to help you. There are people in the Middle East who need to die before they can even think about helping you. They have the money to bloat the military budget to infinity, but not the money to help you survive another month. Priorities become very apparent with a simple look at bills passed. You'll just have to understand that the pile of war money just happens to be never-ending, while the public pandemic relief puddle of change just can't possibly be stretched far enough to afford to give you anything. Whatever could they do? They just can't afford it. Now, when there's drone strikes that need to happen on the other side of the planet, COVID is the leading cause of death in America right now above heart disease. But don't worry, the establishment won't let that distract them from their priorities. This has been Left the Abyss. If you're among the living, please like this video to help us with interactions. Comment on it, and Nix will respond. Share, because I say important things and not enough people get to hear them, and as always, to help the channel grow from its little tiny roots. Thank you for watching Left the Abyss, mortals. Subscribe. I gotta go back to hell to get away from this place for a little bit.